has shown us that it is a very viable investment in terms of not only finance but in terms of our people, their training, and we are now, what we are looking at is to implement this retailer training course in the rest of the country, and of course with our own resources.
A total of 480 retailers were trained over a 2-year period that covered around 20% of all the retailers of Rangpur. The retailers serve approximately 200,000 to 350,000 farmers. In each training program, a group of 30 retailers, selected based on certain criteria, received a 3-day, 16-session residential training. The training took place in different venues of Rangpur city. The training program was designed to achieve the fullest impact possible. It adopted innovations in training methodology and approach. Data projection technology was used to create a strong visual image. Techniques such as role-playing and dramas were used to achieve enhanced learning and increased participation.
I did not like any of the trainings I had attended before. That's why I was not too keen about attending this one either. Anyway, when I eventually attended the training, I was impressed. With the help of computer, they showed us the whole process of vegetable cultivation, how to sow the seeds, tending them, harvesting, and storing them. Before the training, when farmers came to me with their problems about crops, all I could do was prescribe them a pesticide depending on what was written on the bottle label. Even that did not work most of the time. I believe that my business has grown since the training, as I have developed a deeper and more intimate relationship with the farmers. I visit their fields and try to help them as much as I can. They are more benefited now and I get more customers. Just for a comparison, if I previously got 5 customers a day, now I am getting 50. Recently, I replaced my bicycle with a new motorbike so that I can reach the farmers more easily.
It has been a year since the training. Tazrul, with improved knowledge and self-confidence, is doing better in business. His business has more than doubled since the training. Change of his attitude helped him to connect with the local farmers more. He even takes tour of the farms when requested by them, and all these without any charge. Due to better yielding of crop among his customers, he is getting new customers regularly. Farmers now see him not just as a retailer of inputs, but a reliable source of information and a friend as well. Mustafa heard about the Mayer Dua Beej Bhandar and the retailer Tazrul at a local tea stall from his neighbor Monu Mia, also a vegetable farmer. Monu's crop that season substantiated his stories. Mustafa was amazed to learn that Tazrul even visited Monu's field a number of times during the season without any charge. Mustafa decided to visit the store at Kaunia Bazaar. Tazrul was unlike any other retailer he had known previously. Tazrul listened to his problems carefully and was very thorough about the cultivation plan they designed together. Mustafa can now efficiently plan his cultivation and get periodical suggestions from Tazrul to ensure proper tending of the crop. As his initial consultation progressed with Tazrul, he realized that inappropriate use of inputs like fertilizers, insecticides had resulted in his bad experience with the crop the previous year.
Earlier, I used to cultivate by seeking advice from other farmers in the village and the agriculture extension officers whenever I could find them. By following their suggestions, sometimes I used to get good crops, but other times the harvest was not as good as expected. Since last year, I am listening to the advices of Tazrul Bhai, who is a trained retailer at Kaunia Bazaar. I managed to get such good yield because he gave me timely advices regarding when to irrigate the fields, when to apply pesticides and fertilizers. Whatever crops I cultivate in future, I would like to consult people like Tajrul Bhai for better advice. When we face any problem in the fields, I and many other farmers of the village visit Tajrul Bhai for his suggestions, and we all were benefited by listening to him. I believe everyone should go to the trained retailers like Tajrul Bhai, because the knowledge they gathered from the training is, in turn, helping us to get the right inputs and the right information.
Life of the vegetable farmers is much easier these days. Improved transport, market information, better storage facilities, and availability of better seeds, pesticides and fertilizers has transformed the industry. Yet, this important vegetable sector is undermined by very low productivity. This intervention shows that improving knowledge and information services embedded within the supply chain offers an effective means of establishing a symbiotic relation between the input retailers and farmers. It promises of improvements in the competitiveness of agricultural enterprises and in the poverty-reducing benefits for vegetable farming sector. The farmer is benefited by higher production and lower costs. The retailer and input supplier are benefited by higher sales. The success of the Syngenta also sparked the competitive instincts of other input suppliers in the market, and they too are interested to play a similar role in the process. This intervention proved to be a valuable strategy for improving embedded information flows within the supply chain.